Welcome back to another edition of the Pitch Putt Puff podcast. My name is Roger, aka RGB. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Before we get rolling, let's take a quick second and give a shout out to a couple sponsors. First, we got 420 Bliss, located at 740 Hoosier Road in Troy, New York. Make sure you check them out online at 420-bliss.com, as well as in the App Store at Just a Little Higher. You can find them. Make sure you're looking at the 420 Bliss location. They have everything you're looking for: flowers, pre-rolls, edibles, vapes, tinctures, you name it, they got it. Make sure you stop in there, or if not, they have a delivery service available as well. And let them know the Pitch Putt and Puff crew sent you. Also, make sure you guys check out Trouble Off the Tee, TroubleOffTheTee.com, promo code RGB for 15% off site wide, as well as a special offer of promo code PUFF for buy one, get one free on the polo. So make sure you take advantage of that. Also, don't forget to check out the Audible book, author of Marty Minden, narrated by Jake Adams from Country Club Adjacent. So make sure you guys hop on there and check that out. That is one of those books that when you're driving around the car, you're probably going to take an extra trip around the block just so you can finish the chapter. Also, last but not least, we got golfercbd.com. Golfercbd.com has a bunch of different options for you in the CBD game. They have the topicals, they have the gummies, and they have the performance sprays. But their topicals are truly where it's at. Golfer CBD topicals are a game changer with their patented delivery technology and strokes ahead of the competition, delivering 10 times more CBD directly to the muscles and joints than your traditional balms and creams. The Golfer CBD topicals are easy to apply in the course, absorb quickly, do not leave any sticky residue, making them the perfect addition to every golfer's essential toolkit. Guys, go check out golfercbd.com, promo code PPP10 to save yourself 10% at checkout. Definitely, this product is awesome. I can speak for myself. I use it all the time on my knees, back, hands, whatever the case may be. I can confirm it doesn't leave any sticky residue. I had some on the golf course just last week. So check out golfercbd.com, promo code PPP10 to save yourselves 10% at checkout. And then last but not least, we got a new promo code I'm going to shoot you here from 52 Sundays. Make sure you guys check out 52sundays.co. Use promo code LGC15 to save yourself 15% at Legends Golf Club. They're the official sponsor of the Legends Golf Club podcast, so and the golf club itself. So shout out to Carlos and Hector from 52 Sundays. Good chance they're making a trip up here to New York for a tournament in October. Really excited to meet the guys in person. So be pretty cool. But I'm gonna get right into it this week. Right into it. Got 3 tee times. Got 12 guys. Filled the spots real quick. Got people asking still, which is really cool to see. Got to really lock in this third tee time permanently. Would be beneficial for the most part. It's cool though. I got Anthony just hit me up. Hey man, a couple guys looking to play this Sunday. I had a couple of my buddies hit me up. So Pitch Putt Puff slowly growing. New York Legends slowly growing. It's just a matter of making these tee times happen. It's such a busy golf course that we play. To get 3, 4, 5 tee times on a Sunday is going to be a struggle, so we might have to make some adjustments as we go building the legends up. But Pitch Putt and Puff wise, we got the boys out there. We got the regular crew. Steve's back this week. Jay's coming back this week. Good to have Hank and Fairway out there, man. That 1 week without the regular guys was different. It really was. We had 12 guys, and I think literally 5 or 6 of them were Pitch Putt and Puff alumni. So to get the whole family out there, man, because this is really, I mean, it's cool to see, like, the way this is growing, the way that the guys are getting along. It's really just it's pretty cool to see out here. And then when I can mix in different people, like Mikey, the newest member of the Pitch Puff from the Upstate Golf guys, when I can throw him in a cart with Parisi, I can throw him in a cart with Hank, I can throw him in a cart with Fairway, whoever. Bob, he knows Bob a little bit, but he knows Jay a little bit. Like, they don't know each other outside of playing a few rounds of golf. But when I can throw them in there and then they come, for example, Mikey comes to me last week. Dude, that Hank's awesome, man. That's the most fun I've had in a long time playing golf. That's what I'm trying to do. That's the whole plan behind this, where you can literally just come out, play around the golf amongst friends. There's some competition to it. Yeah, there's a little bit on the line, so it makes it that much more interesting. But at the same time, it's also to the point where you don't want to be stressful of who you're playing with. Like, when I make the groups, I truly try to go through it and see, all right, these guys have something in common that they can bullshit about on the golf course. It could be cannabis. It could be they have the same football team with football season coming up. It could be they use the same wedge and they talk about it all the time. Or they're both Lombardi putter guys, and I could put them in the cart, do something like that. So it's a struggle sometimes. But for the most part, with the crew we got, so versatile, guys like Fairway and Hank. Now Mikey, Bob, you could throw Bob at anybody. JR, you could put on a street corner in 30 seconds. He's going to have 4 friends. Like, that's just the type of people that we are. But same with Brad. Brad's the type of guy, he doesn't care who he rides with. I could put him in a cart with anybody. It's making it a lot easier to deal with some of this stuff. So this week, give it a lineup real quick. We got myself, Bub. We got Mikey back from upstate. We got JR Steve coming back. We got Hank. Also got my man Cerrone from. He hasn't played in a while. We grew up playing football together. I think his last appearance he made in the Pitch Putt and Puff could have been last year at my birthday round when we had the 24 guys. I think 24 guys we had out there. Hopefully, maybe we can pull something off like that again this year. I will be missing. I had a vacation coming up, so I will be missing a Pitch Putt and Puff event in about 2 weeks. I miss one a year. This is the one, so we'll figure it out. I'll still handle everything from behind the scenes, make sure the guys are good to go. Won't have too much to say on the recap show, so I'm going to have to pass the torch over to JR for that one. But, yeah, Parisi's out there this week. Anthony from upstate. Both the upstate guys are out there, minus Brad. Kev will be out there. But, yeah, let's put some groups together. It's going to be an interesting round. Going to be wet. It's been extremely, like I said, it's been raining for 3-4 days now, so it's going to be a wet round. They got the cart path only going right now. Probably going to be a wash for the league on Friday. Got a tournament up there Saturday, so they're not going to any type of raid tomorrow. They're going to pretty much close the course and prepare for the weekend with a busy. It's supposed to be nice out, 75 to 80 this weekend. So with the busy weekend coming up with the tournament of over 125 people, they're going to want the course in the best condition possible. So we'll have to see what happens. So myself this week, I'm going to ride with my man Cerrone. He'll be out there. First time, like I said, first time with the PPP all year. So that's a given there. So I want to initiate Anthony from the Upstate Golf guys to the Pitch Putt Puff, and I want to do it the right way. So I got to put him with someone who's really going to let him earn his stripes. Now, I was thinking about putting him with Steve, but I really can't do that because that will slow everybody's round down drastically, and there will be 2 guys who will not have a good time because they will be listening to Steve bitch and Anthony bitch about the putting and the greens the whole day. And then Anthony setting up the camera to take selfies. I'm not doing that to 2 people. They don't deserve it. So I'm probably going to split them guys up. But where am I going to do it? I really don't know yet. Let's see. So it's me and Cerrone out there. That's group 1. I do have Anthony the cart guy, so I might take Anthony the cart guy in my group. I played with him maybe once or twice this year. And then who could I put him with? You know what? Let's put JR with him. I really haven't played with Jay too much this year. If I do play with Jay, it's like a Friday night in our Friday night league, and then I'll play with him on a Sunday morning, and then we won't play together again for 6 weeks. So I'm gonna hop out there with Jay. We're not gonna ride together, but in the same group. So that's a pretty good group right there. Let's see. Now the interesting part. Let's go Hank and Farina. Because Hank's one of them guys who can ride with anybody. Swap that. Know what we're gonna do? Yeah, let's go Hank Farina. And then who else we got? I can put Parisi. And then we'll go Mikey and Fairway. So that leaves me Bob, Kev, Steve, Parisi. That could be a good little couple groups right there. Schedule to change, obviously, if something comes up. So we're going to go myself, Cerrone, my man Anthony, the cart guy with JR. Then we're going to go Hank, Farina, Mikey, and Fairway. I really, really wanted to give Anthony a hard time and make him, I might put him. That might change. But for now, we're going to rock with this. We're going to go Hank, Farina, Mikey, Fairway. Then we got Bob and Kev, Steve, and Parisi. That's going to be a little bit of a slow group, but it is what it is. Good vibe for everybody for the most part. Like I said, I'm really excited for some of the things that are happening with the Pitch Putt and Puff behind the scenes. I got some things cooking up. Opportunity for potential tournament to close out the year. Stay tuned for that. Just got to really, really lock in a date. It's communication has been tough. I'm trying to get someone on the phone, but dealing with emails, old school style. So might have to go up and make an in-person visit just to get things ironed out and really get the ball rolling on this. But yeah, stay tuned. I got some pretty cool guests coming up as well. We got Malay Golf Bags is on the burner there. Recently just had the Nines. Check out that episode. Those dudes are great. Ron and Nate from down in Florida. Nate used to be from the Syracuse area, 315. Check them out. The Nines, they'll be launching soon. They just had a quick little pre-launch. Their hats are fire. Check them guys out. Really cool dudes. Really good vibe with them. Yeah, I got some things working up. I'm going to get Drew Cody back on, the long drive guy. We're going to talk more about the long drive side of things, opposed to just like the tournament that he was a part of. I'm interested to see what that really is all about. The competition level, what you do to prepare, certain clubs, the technology, that kind of thing. And then we got we're going to have Jaunty on again. They recently hooked me up with some gummy samples that we'll be getting into. So maybe I'll do a closest to the pin this week for a pack of gummies. Hook the boys up. And then also one really, really cool guest I'm interested in talking to. So a little behind the scenes here. My man XG from We Don't Smoke the Same Tinfoil Hat hit me up the other day and was like, yo, I got a guest that I think would be pretty good for the podcast. He plays a little golf, blah, 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 blah. He was on Tinfoil. So I'm like, I listen to Tinfoil all the time. So I'm like, who the hell could it be talking about? Well, they had this guy talking about microdosing. And recently, if you look, there was an article in the Golf Week magazine that does microdosing help. And I'm not really a shroom guy. I've done it once or twice in my whole life. I'm a cannabis user. That's what I do. Pop a couple gummies, smoke a joint, whatever the case may be. And the effects that it has to help your game. Now, I have a few buddies who swear by how much they're focused and doing this, doing that. So, I reached out to the guy. We talked and had a very in-depth conversation. So, Adam from Brain Supreme will be joining us at some point in the next couple of weeks here. Might start adding a couple of bonus episodes, getting a little busy on the podcast and things again. I do have a vacation coming up, so I do have to have a couple in the back burner here just in case. But for the most part, we'll be cooking with gas for the upcoming weeks. But yeah, we're rolling. Pitch Putt and Puff crew is rolling. We got myself, Sharon, out there on Sunday with Bub and Mikey, or excuse me, Anthony and JR. Then we got Hank and Farina, Mikey and Fairway, Bub and Kev, and then Steve and Parisi out there to round out the day. Unfortunately, we won't see. Here's a funny story. Unfortunately, we won't see Fairway over on the 6th hole before the round hitting golf balls anymore. So the city, there was something happened where someone got hit by a golf ball over there. It was not Fairway who hit somebody, as funny as that would be. A pedestrian got hit, sued the city, turned in a lawsuit. They have a sign up, no hitting golf balls. So Fairway comes in and is pissed about it because he goes there to warm up and hit his golf balls and get loose before a weekly round or a Pitch Putt and Puff round or a Legends New York round or whatever the case may be, and pulls his car up. Says a sign, no hitting golf balls. Hey man, why can't I hit golf balls? I've been playing here every day. What the hell? Why can't I hit a golf ball? So he makes a big fuss of it at the clubhouse. He goes, we're at the restaurant on our Friday night league, and he brings it up to one of the guys who used to be a councilman. And Mike was making very valid points. It's a taxpayer park. We should be able to do what we want there. We should hit golf ball, softball. So they should, if we can't hit a golf ball, they can't hit a softball. Yada yada yada. So going back and forth. Well, that was Friday. We pull up to the course. I want to say it was Sunday or Monday. And that sign over on that 6th hole just happened to be missing. So, of course, Fairway, the only one putting up a fuss about the sign, was the number one suspect. So, I go up. I pay for my cart one day. They asked me about it. I'm like, dude, I haven't even talked to him yet. I don't know. Like, just tell him to give us the sign back. It's funny. Ha, ha, ha. I give the sign back. I'm like, all right. So I go hop in the cart with Fairway, and he's looking at me. What, man? I'm laughing because I think the guy just took the sign. If he did, it's one of the funniest things ever. I go, Mike, man, you took the sign off the 6th hole? come on, man. I didn't take the sign, man. And I'm laughing. I'm like, all right, man, I believe you. So we get to like a couple holes in. I'm like, Mike, just give him their sign back. Dude. Raj, I swear to you, I didn't take the sign. And he truly, 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 like, I know how serious he was, but yeah, like he was mad because he was accused of it. Fairway didn't take the sign. I don't know if they did get it back, but everybody, just because he put up a fuss, the next day the sign disappears. And sure enough, Fairway, number one suspect. I didn't take the sign, man. I didn't take it. But we'll find a new spot for Fairway to hit golf balls. That's not a concern at all. He's out there staying busy every day. Me, him, and Hank tried to get out there in the rain today, but just did not cooperate. Got about 12 holes in before. Was just a little too unbearable. Played the same thing on Monday. We got caught up. There was a beautiful day on Monday, but there was a tournament that was miscommunicated with the course. Brought a couple extra people. Canceled a couple tee times in the afternoon, unfortunately. We got out there for 9 holes. Me, Bob, Fairway, and Money Mealy got out there for a round. It just sucks. I hate only playing 9 holes. It's almost like you don't even want to go to the course at that point and waste the afternoon. But I do need the practice. Getting off the tee a little bit better finally. So shout out to that. Chipping is just not there. Was doing a little bit better towards the back end of today, but Bob, someone who's really been performing well this year. Shout out to Bob. Bob and Parisi are probably the top 2 guys in the pitch putt and puff this year. They're bringing their A games week in and week out. Bob had a few weeks where he was struggling a little bit, but he's been bringing his A game. And then, honestly, as of late, to follow that would have to be Fairway Mike. I got off to a really good start this year, but these three guys are really performing week in and week out. Fairway's coming to play on Sundays, which I love to see. It wasn't like that for a little while. He was kind of just kicking it, having a good time, hitting the vape, drinking his Budweisers. And now you can tell he's pretty much locked in on Sunday when he gets to the course. He's got his headphones in over on the putting green, chipping and putting. So he's been performing. Parisi, same way. We were talking about this the other day, Friday. He struggles a little bit on Friday, like myself. And he comes out Sunday, and he's just firing away, shooting low 80s, high 70s, pretty much for a good 5 to 6 weeks now. I think his highest rounds maybe been 83, 84. JR is just not out there enough to really perform the way he's capable of. So that's just the thing of getting out on the course a little bit more. So we'll see what happens towards the end of the season here with Jay. And then, but Bob, shout out to Bob. His chipping game is lights out. This poor kid, he rolls past the pin more than anybody I've ever seen. Lips out quite a bit with the putter as well, but that's slowly starting to change now that he's using the Lombardi. Hank was playing pretty good today. He was out there doing his thing. Hank's one of the most consistent guys I've ever seen on a golf course. Just the way he always in the fairway, never really finds himself in too much. If he's in trouble, it's not bad. It's a little punch out, or maybe he landed in a bunker. But Steve hasn't really been out there playing the way he should. Been busy this year. He's got some things going on in a good way. Me and Steve had a pretty good conversation last week about about his what he's got going on. So shout out Steve. Hopefully get him back out there on a more consistent base this year as well. Who else we got? Kev, my man Kev's performing. Kev's been really turned it around this year. Going from mid to high 90s most of the season to mid to low 80s a good chunk of the way here. So shout out Kev being more consistent. And looking at Kev's scorecards over the past few weeks, it's literally 1 or 2 holes that cost him a really good round. I'm just looking at last week's card. Like, he had back-to-back sevens. He had a double and a triple on 7 and 8. Other than that, he was on pace for like a 41-40 round. Same thing on the backside. 2 sevens, one to finish on the 18th hole, which probably really devastated him, keep him in the 80s there, and one on the 12th hole, par 4. So he eliminates those 2 off the cards, and that's an 84, 85 round opposed to the 91 round. So Kev's getting there, man, which is really cool to see. And these are guys who only get out there once or twice a week. So that's something tough to do. Same with Mikey and Anthony from upstate. You can see Mikey's got the potential. It's just getting out there consistently and really locking in the distance on your clubs and such a thing like that. But Mikey from upstate, the newest member of the Pitch Puff, shout out to you, homie. Welcome to the crew. It's one of those things, man, where with someone that you just got the vibe. It's where you belong kind of thing. Anthony, we're going to initiate soon, but we're going to make him earn it. I don't know if it's going to be after this week. We'll see what happens. But overall, should be a good time. We'll be out here on Monday morning with a recap show. This is just a quick hitter for you. Really, really excited with the way the podcast is going and growing. Make sure you guys go check out also the Lombardi. Anthony from Upstate I believe he tagged the Pitch Putt Puff in it as well. Did a video. We're doing a putter giveaway with Lombardi Golf. Make sure you guys go check that out. Should be on the IG page at the Pitch Putt Puff at pitch_putt _. You'll find it, the Pitch Putt Puff podcast on Instagram. Also, like I said, Legends, we're going to be growing this Legends thing. I got some big plans for this Legends thing come next season. I really want to get it off the ground completely, have some time to organize events, really put a couple things on the books, create a page just for that. And check out that podcast too. Me and Michael from the Legends Golf Club, we started the Legends podcast. It's a bi-weekly. We've done 2 episodes so far. I had a couple guys from out in the West Coast. Me and Michael chopped it up last episode, and coming out next Monday, we'll be with 52 Sundays, Carlos and Hector. So stay tuned to that. When you're done listening to the Pitch Putt Puff, hop over and check out the Legends Golf Club podcast. Also, the other podcast, Upstate Golf Guys. Give them a shout out. Give them a follow. Check them out. Really going to start collabing a little bit more with those guys on things. I was trying to keep it separate, but it just makes more sense really to put the two together and spread the name of both podcasts as much as we can. But other than that, I'm pretty much going to wrap this up. Check out 420 Bliss, 420 Bliss, 740 Hoosick Road, Troy, New York, 420-bliss.com, and just a little higher in the App Store. Everything you're looking for in the cannabis world, they have for you: pre-rolls, edibles, flowers, tinctures, vapes, you name it, they got it. Ty and the crew is really holding it down over there. If you're down in the city in the Upper West Side, go check out the store down there, just a little higher. I believe it's on 53rd. I could be 100% wrong. I'll have to get that information for you, though. And then Trouble Off the Tee, TroubleOffTheTee.com, promo code RGB, 15% off site wide, and take advantage of the offer of the buy one get one free on the polos with promo code PUFF. And then last but not least, we got golfercbd.com. Make sure you guys check out golfercbd.com. Bunch of different options from them: the creams, the sprays, as well as the gummies. The topicals, though, truly a game changer with the patented delivery technology. Strokes ahead of the competition, delivering 10 times more CBD directly to the muscles and joints than the traditional balms and creams. The Golfer CBD topicals are easy to apply in the course, absorb quickly, do not leave any sticky residue, making them the perfect addition to every golfer's toolkit. Make sure you guys go check out golfercbd.com. Go check out the Pitch Putt Puff podcast. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube. We drop episodes every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Check us out. And we'll be back on Monday with the recap of this weekend. Later.